than my heart do? Boy, please. You smart, dude. Good morning, y'all. I'm headed to work. Nothing special is happening today that I know of. I might go to main event with a friend. We'll see what happens. He flaked on me yesterday and decided that he wanted to go today, so we might go today, we might not go today. I don't know, but I'm going to work. I haven't done my makeup in so long that like even the lightest bit that I did today, I feel like a new person. Y'all want to hear something crazy? Okay, so I tell my sister all the time that like the way she sounds is so ghetto. Cause she'll say something and it's just like by default it's just like you sound like a ghetto girl. You do. One of my friends watched one of my last videos and his whole response was, "You are so ghetto," and I feel some kind of way. And then he was like, "Nah, not ghetto, more country." And I'm sitting here like, that's no better. Country is the white version of ghetto. Like, that's no better. I just got off work not that long ago. It's about 8:30 now, almost 8:30. I'm headed home. I'm not gonna go to main event. Well, I'm not gonna go out, I should say. So I'm not going out tonight because I'm very irritated by a situation. And I'm gonna tell you guys the situation. I already know if I go, I'm just gonna be sitting there pissed off because let me just tell you what happened, okay? So earlier I told y'all I was supposed to be going to main event. But that was like dependent upon like whether or not I was flaked on again or not. And the person that I was supposed to be going with, when we originally made the plan to go, I said it was cool like to invite other people, right? Like if you wanted to just be us, that's cool, but if not, go ahead and invite some other folk. Like I'm totally cool with you inviting other folk. I have no problem with it, right? More people, more fun. That's the way I see it. But I get to work today, I find out who he asked, and then I go and ask, you know, one of the girls that I work with. I asked her like, "Hey, you going? Like, what's up?" You know, how you getting there? She doesn't have she doesn't have transportation, so like, how you getting there? Because if I'm already over here on this side of town, I can wait for your, you know, fiance to get off work, and we can all ride over together. That's no problem for me. When I said main event, she was confused as hell. She had no idea what I was talking about. She knew they were planning to go to Dave & Buster's, but she wanted to go to a completely different place from that. So I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about, Dave & Buster's? Like, no one ever said anything about Dave & Buster's. Fast forward a little bit, come to find out they had changed the plans. So we weren't supposed to be going to main event. We were supposed to be going to Dave & Buster's, and nobody had told me. So had I not gone up to her and said something, I would have never known that we were supposed to be now going to Dave & Buster's. And like, had somebody told me beforehand, it would have just been a whatever situation. I would have been cool with it. I would have been like, you know, I would have been like, fine, it's whatever. But the fact that I found out last minute, the fact that nobody thought maybe we should tell Aniyah, since originally it was her plan to go with this one person and she was the one who picked the plates, maybe we should tell her we're not going there no more. But no, nobody thought that. So that irritated the hell out of me. And when I talked to her about it, I kind of felt like she was making me feel like I was overreacting. Which, I mean, it's fine if you think I'm overreacting, but at the same time, y'all straight up changed the plans on me and y'all did not tell me, which means I would have shown up to main event and I would have sat outside and waited for y'all to show up, and nobody would have showed up. Then when I go to contact y'all and y'all say, "Oh, we're actually on the other side of town at Dave & Buster's," it would have been like, well, what the fuck? Y'all was really okay with letting me show up to a place and nobody telling me that y'all was going to change the plan. Nobody. Like, y'all really, nobody had the decency to tell me I was going to change the plans. And then when I found out, it was kind of like they acted like I was in the wrong for saying we were going to main event. Like, no, that's where we originally agreed to go. So how am I in the wrong because y'all decided to switch the plans and not tell me? I should have been told. So I'm going home. I'm going home where I don't have to waste my gas to go somewhere else, that if I go there, I'm going to just sit there and be irritated and frustrated the whole time. And yes, I understand Dave & Buster's and Main Event are similar and whatever, but that's not where we were going, one. And two, nobody told me. So again, I would have shown up to Main Event and just been sitting outside waiting for them to show up, only for them to be on the other side of town. Like, that's disrespectful. Whatever. I'm going home. I'm gonna go to sleep. My mother has an appointment first thing in the morning anyway, so I have to get up early for that. So I really don't even need to be going out tonight. I only agreed to go out tonight because they couldn't last night. But I got shit to do in the morning, and being irritated all through the night and into the morning is not gonna work out for me. So I gotta stop cussing. I do know that. I've been saying that for a while. It might not work. I'm gonna run into this Wawa. Now you respond. I'm gonna run into this Wawa, and then I'm gonna go home. I might watch a movie. Probably just gonna go to sleep. Yeah. That's about it. Hey y'all. I am back in my car per usual. Honestly, my car is like the quietest place in my life, so I'm in my car a lot. Right now I'm just sitting outside of work. I don't have to go in for another 20 minutes, and I will go clock in early. I just don't feel like it right now. I've been here for 40 minutes, so I've just been chilling in the car waiting. This morning I woke up earlier than I would have liked to, 2 times at that. My mom had a doctor's appointment with her neurologist. I was not going to tell her that she has dementia. I was well aware. I just don't want to deal with the after effects of her knowing that she has dementia. Her neurologist told her today that they believe... Really? My mom's neurologist told her that she has dementia today, and this is right before she drove to my sister's house, so she may still be on her way to my sister's house. I actually didn't check to see where she is. Let me do that now. This is exhausting. Okay, this whole situation is exhausting. I'm happy I only have to work 2 to 7 today, because I don't know that I could put up with work and all of what I have to deal with my mother today. I don't know that I can do that. Like, when I go in here, honestly, I feel like I just want to do returns, and depending on who's back here, I'm definitely just doing returns today. Oh, and depending on what pics look like. Working at Walmart when you have 2 degrees is amazing, guys. It's the best. You should try it sometimes. I just realized I forgot to take my badge off before I got out of my truck. I'm like looking at this mess, and I don't want to clean it. But I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and clean it, and then once I finish cleaning, actually I'm probably gonna wash my face first and get unready and then clean, so that I can go straight to sleep after. Yeah, that's a great plan, Anaya. We're doing that. Great. I guess I'll put that in here for you guys to see if you want to see. If not, I guess I'll see you guys in my next one. So before I could go in and wash my face, I had to clean off the counter, because as you can see, it was a complete mess. I did go ahead and grab all of my makeup and my brushes, all of my hair products, and put those away. I did put away my body wash, and then I realized I need something to clean it with. So I did go ahead and grab my Purell disinfectant and put that on the side of the counter where my Windex was, so that I could wipe down the counter when I was finished. I did go ahead and put away my mom's skincare. For some reason, she left the caps on everything open, which made no sense to me, but that's beside the point. Then I went ahead and grabbed all of my things off of the counter, just so that I could wipe it down before I washed my face. But y'all, at this point, my phone decided to start ringing. So I was not about to stop cleaning for him. So he just had to go on the counter while I kept on cleaning the sink and getting in the cracks and crevices. When I finished that, I went ahead and put everything back on the counter in a bit more of an organized way, or at least the way that I felt most comfortable with it. Don't judge me, y'all. I know I did a lot. Sorry. At this point, the countertop was clean, the faucet was clean, the mirror was clean. That was good enough for me, so I just went ahead and put everything back up on the counter, nice and neat. I did go ahead and close all 3 of my mother's jars that she had open. Made sure they were closed nice and tight. I went ahead and put the spatulas that she had back onto the piece of paper right in front of it. And I also plugged in my Echo Show. If you're curious, the reason why we have so many products on the counter is because we both use different products. My mother has her own products, I have my own products. We have different brands that we like, and it's honestly easier for us to just have our own stuff. That way there's no arguing over who needs to get what or what needs to be replaced. We just have our own and keep it moving that way. Since I finished cleaning the counter, it was time for me to go ahead and wash my face so that I could go ahead and finish what I wanted to do that night and go to bed. First things first, I went in with the Good Molecules cleansing balm. This is not a good cleansing balm in my personal opinion. I use it because I have it. So I made sure that I went in on every part of my face and cleaned as best I could with this cleansing balm before going in with my cleanser. I'll leave the information for this cleansing balm in the description box for you guys if you're curious about it. Honestly, I wouldn't buy it ever again. Like I said, I just use it because I have it. At this point, it was time to remove my cleansing balm, so I went in with a makeup eraser to get off as much makeup and cleansing balm as possible. For me, the Good Molecules cleansing balm will sting and burn if I don't remove all of it completely before cleansing my skin with my regular cleanser. Also, using the makeup eraser helps to keep the counter as clean as possible, especially considering I just cleaned it. Right here I look a little bit crazy, but I did have to put some water back on my face. The makeup eraser removes basically all the water from my face, and I can't do any step of my routine with a completely dry face. So for my cleanser, again, it'll be down in the description box. I went ahead and with the Aveeno Nourishing Oat Cleanser. I absolutely love this cleanser. It is one of very few that I can use. Honestly, the whole Calm and Restore line from Aveeno is one of very few lines that I can use every product. Aveeno is just a holy grail for me. The oat and my skin are like besties. So for me, I take my time with this cleanser. I want to make sure my skin is getting all the love it can before I go and put on some crazy treatments, creams, or whatevers. I want to give my skin all the love I can with the Aveeno Calm and Restore line. So after I rinsed off my cleanser, I did go ahead in with the Aveeno Calm and Restore Triple Oat Serum. Like I said, the Calm and Restore line is the only line that I can use every product, so I do go in with the serum. I always go in with the Triple Oat Serum first before I do anything else because I like to use it as a barrier between my skin and whatever the next product I'm going to put on. And since it's nighttime, the next product I'm putting on is a treatment that was prescribed to me from my dermatologist, and this just helps prevent my skin from drying out too much while I'm asleep and from flaking in the morning. Right here, I'm just getting a pea size of epidural gel, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Again, I don't know what a pea size is. I don't eat peas. I haven't seen peas since I was a toddler, so I don't know. I'm going in with what I feel is a pea size amount, dotting it on my face and rubbing it in anywhere that I have acne. For me, my acne mostly appears on my forehead, my cheeks, and the direct center of my chin. Basically, my whole face.
And last but not least, to wrap up my routine, I'm going in with the Aveeno Oat Gel Moisturizer from the same Calm and Restore line. I love this moisturizer so much. It keeps my skin nice and dewy. I never feel too dry with it. I always feel perfect when I walk away from the sink after using this moisturizer. Sometimes if my skin feels a little bit too dry, I'll go in with the Skin Therapy Balm version of the moisturizer. But most nights, if I cleanse correctly, my skin feels perfectly fine enough to use the traditional moisturizer. Right here is normally where I'm supposed to say, and then I went off to bed or something along those lines, but I actually went into the kitchen and cleaned the kitchen. But I am going to cut this video right here because it's long enough, I feel like. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. That's a big one. Make sure you share this video with your friends and your family, and I'll see you guys next time.